It's one hell of an ending to a Monday Night Raw.
What up, Mox?
Guys, Monday Night Raw reaction review. Let's get right into the show. Start off with a tag team battle royal that took forever to start because for some reason AJ Styles and Omos had to come out there and talk a bunch of trash. Then you hit the Miz and Morrison come out. Miz in a wheelchair. Morrison gets involved in the match too. So we got guys like Lindsay Dorado and now Morrison who are in there by themselves because their partners are hurt. The only thing entertaining about this was the way the Miz wheelchair kind of rolled down in slow motion as Morrison was posing. That was the only funny part and the most entertaining part of this whole thing. And in the end, the Viking Raiders get the win, so they'll face Styles and Omos. I'm assuming Elimination Chamber if it's not next week.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell, sorry. Because we're only 2 weeks away from it, so I'm assuming that's when it'll happen. It was interesting to see Viking Raiders win this. Now, they had the opportunity. Well, the issue was, so they had Riddle kind of got eliminated, helped out Randy Orton later on to get New Day eliminated. So whatever, that little story in between will get played out later on. But this is an opportunity for them to make the Viking Raiders seem legitimate and serious. And they went the whole, again, with the turkey leg garbage. And then they had Omos eating a turkey leg in their faces. It turned into a joke. So that was a missed opportunity to kind of try to make the re-legitimize Viking Raiders the serious tag team.
Yeah, Omos and AJ, they just don't do it for me. AJ's the best in the world, but Omos, I don't know. I don't love him as a partner. I don't think he should be a tag team champion. It doesn't make much sense. Yeah. The way too long with the whole start of this thing. It was like 25 minutes of them yapping about basically nothing. The drip thing was ridiculous. But like you said, the funniest part, him rolling down the ramp. The match was all right. It was kind of all over the place. I'm not really excited for the Viking Raiders to win this match. I feel like it really should have been Arcade Bro.
Yep.
I think that would have been a smarter bet. They're the hotter team. They're just more interesting. And the Viking Raiders, if they were going to be like actual Viking Raiders and not just a bunch of like a joke that basically what they've been for the last year since they were doing those stupid vignettes. I don't even want to go back to thinking about that because that was terrible. But this isn't the way I would have them booked. If you were going in where they were savages and they felt like actual Vikings, then maybe it'd be interesting. But they haven't. They just came back. They really haven't done much, and to put them in this spot already doesn't make much sense. It
really doesn't. So that's what we got to start off the show. Then we got Elias versus Jackson Ryker because for some reason they decided to break up that team. God knows why. I guess because they want to feature T-Bar and Mace. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But they broke them up. So they had a match. Elias runs away, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, just another waste of time, basically. This is all it was filler. Just like filler. Raw's one big filler half the time.
Yeah, it's not good stuff.
No.
So the next thing on the show was you had Drew McIntyre come out, and they're doing the whole championship contract signing for Hell in a Cell. He talks talks about some story about never giving up, whatever. Here comes Lashley with crew, and he gets in the ring. They do the contract signing. Now the stipulation now is this is the last time. If McIntyre loses, last time he could face Lashley for the title. Thank God. And it's going to be Hell in a Cell. I think that's stupid. I think they should give the Hell in a Cell to Cesaro and Seth Rollins because it seems like there's more heat behind that and more animosity between the two of them than Lashley and Drew McIntyre, who we've seen so many times already. But that's pretty much it. They signed a contract. McIntyre breaks the table with the sword, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm really tired of just the Lashley and McIntyre just long drawn out promos that really it's just the same thing basically every week. The only difference was this didn't start the show. It was like in the middle of the show or started the second hour of the show. So it was basically the same crap. To me, it has to be in Hell in a Cell because it's the title match. To have the payoff, it's the title match. Lashley, they're trying to build a big star. I still don't think he's going to lose it. I think he's going to keep it till SummerSlam. We'll see, but I really feel like this isn't the time to give it back to Drew. This whole flip-flopping between them wouldn't make much sense. I think we put Drew on the back burner for a little bit, kind of miss him a little bit because we've seen a lot of Drew over the last year, and he's a good promo, but sometimes the whole jokey, and then it's kind of the same for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but this feud just needs to end.
I think what it's going to set up for maybe Brock Lesnar's return at Hell in a Cell to set up the SummerSlam match between Lesnar and Lashley. If that does end up happening, it ties in well because McIntyre defeated Lesnar at WrestleMania, so they can have Lesnar screw him over and then get a title match at SummerSlam, something like that. But next thing on the show, Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo are having a match, while Sheamus, who has a broken nose from the week before, he's out there in commentary. In the end, it happens to both guys get counted out, and that's pretty much it. But at least they're both on the show multiple weeks in a row.
Yeah, at least they did something. I mean, it was a crap ending, but at least they did something.
Yeah. And then we got another guy who was on the show, Jeff Hardy versus Cedric Alexander randomly. It's so random of a match, and Jeff Hardy gets the win.
Which, I don't know. I thought we were doing something with Cedric. Remember him and Shelton, the whole thing. I thought but no. Jeff Hardy makes his random return, and no offense to Jeff Hardy, but like, why is he winning this match?
Yeah, that makes no sense, right? Like he's not featured whatsoever in any type of storyline. At least Alexander has the Shelton beef, and he's broken away from that. Maybe, and he loses the match. Makes no sense whatsoever.
It's just dumb booking. Just literally dumb booking.
And then we have Asuka returning after a couple weeks gone. She's teaming with Nikki Cross to take on Charlotte, Rhea Ripley, and then the whole Charlotte Rhea Ripley thing breaks apart. Charlotte hits Rhea, throws her in the ring. She loses the match because of that. And Cross pins Rhea Ripley. So I guess I don't know.
It's been lackluster, man. There's too many moving parts, especially with the Nikki Cross being thrown in there. It didn't need it. You just have the two studs going back and forth, and it would have been all right. But the whole a couple weeks ago with Asuka and Charlotte having a match every week, and one girl won, one girl lost, and now this with Nikki Cross stuff with the whole time limit thing. We're just kind of shitting on Nikki Cross. Then we throw Asuka back into the feud. It's just too much going on. Just let's get to Hell in a Cell already. You shouldn't have these long ass gaps between pay-per-views, because just you don't know what to do with it. You just have no idea what to do all this time.
Yeah, and then you have Nikki Cross and Asuka seem kind of more like just little nuisances instead of actual threats to these two.
Just pawns, and they ruin those characters, and then nothing is that great that's putting Charlotte or what's her face. I'm forgetting her name because of it.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. It's just is that adding to this feud or anything? No, it's not doing anything. It's not helping anybody out.
Yeah, and then the next thing we have on the show is Mustafa Ali talking to Mansoor in the back. Mustafa Ali is dressed like your 8th grade geometry teacher.
This is third or 15 different gimmicks since he keeps doing them in the last year. Jesus.
So now he's telling Mansoor, whatever. He's telling Mansoor, it's just oh yeah, be prepared for whatever Drew Gulak's gonna throw at you. You're not prepared for it. It's a bunch of garbage. So Gulak versus Mansoor. Mansoor gets the roll up, the easy counter win. He wins the match. Not much to write home about here. We'll see Gulak and probably Mansoor feud for a little bit longer, but I don't know where this is leading. What their choice for what's their position on Mansoor? Where they want to put him? I don't know. And the Mustafa Ali thing is, I don't know what they want to do with that either. So,
it's just they have nothing for Mustafa Ali, and this is what they're gonna figure out. They're just kind of throwing crap at the wall and see what sticks. He had a decent start to the whole retribution crap, but then it just went right to hell, and now he's doing this with the suit. I don't know. I just feel like he's part of the next cuts. I'm just saying.
Could be, yeah.
Definitely. I don't know. That's where I feel this is going. It's just there's nothing here. This ain't gonna work. Come on. Yeah,
it's definitely not working. But the next thing on the show was Riddle versus Kofi Kingston, and I thought this did work because I enjoyed the story behind it, because Orton is there on the outside kind of cheering Riddle on, but nervous at the same time, as Riddle tries to pander to Randy by hitting all his specific moves like the DDT with the feet on the rope, and then he tries to go for the RKO with the same setup, and it ends up costing him the match, and Kingston gets the win. So I like that story that they're putting behind it, that he's such a fanboy for Randy that it's costing him these matches because he wants to be so much like Randy. Even in the Battle Royal, they both hit double RKOs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's trying to copy Randy so much, and I think it's working. And I think it's a good story to put out there that eventually, maybe they figure it all out and they become tag team champions or something like that. But I like the fact that Riddle is trying to be a fanboy like that and try to just, pander to Randy, as Randy's no, get your head in the game, stuff like that. So I enjoyed that part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this Mickey James Trish Stratus thing going on where he's got a crush on him and wants to be his best friend thing. I do enjoy it. Again, AJ said it early, they got some chemistry that who would have thunk, right? But they got chemistry. It's fun. That's why they should be in a tag team match and not the Viking Raiders. I'm still hoping. There's a holding out hope that maybe in a couple weeks somehow they'll work it out where these guys end up there. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. It was a fun match. I'm liking this segment. They might just do New Day and RK Bro, and that kind of be the thing, and then lead to something bigger. Yeah. But this is the best Riddle's been since he lost to Thatcher in that weird Lions Den match a year ago. This is the last time this is as most interesting he's ever been. We had doves flying out of his butt. We had everything that they tried, and this is what works. And it's just a jokey thing, and it's good. I like the whole key thing and just putting it in his pocket and here, man, it's back. And it's just it's good stuff. It's stupid, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. They have a fun rapport with each other, and then it's solid. I think it's solid stuff, especially the way that whole storyline's playing out with him kind of pandering to him the whole time. The next thing on the show was the Alexis Playground segment with Shayna Baszler coming out, and this one is either, I don't know, if I can't tell if it's terrible or if it was just like one of those things where like, oh, it's so bad it's good type of thing. But okay, so she's obviously, Shayna Baszler's not happy with Alexa Bliss. She takes Lilly from her, stomps on Lilly, and then that turns Alexa Bliss crazy. She seems to be pretty sad about it, but then lights start flickering, so she leaves Shayna Baszler as Alexis in the ring holding Lilly. And then the fire starts shooting off. Like, I mean, okay, they have pyro all the time. They literally had a bunch of fire for, Drew McIntyre's entrance. So why would anybody suspend disbelief thinking that the pyro now is gonna hurt somebody, right? So she's scared of the pyro. She starts running away. The lights start flickering. Like, they're hitting the light switches like nonstop in the back, like a lag switch, just hitting it like nonstop. And then she's running to the back. She's scared. She's running through. She sees Lilly here and there, and then she's in the locker room. She's in the mirror. She locks herself in there. She sees Lilly in the mirror. And then she kicks the mirror and breaks it. Yeah, I think this would have been better if the stupid doll wasn't involved in it. I think it would have came off better. The production value is solid. I mean, it feels like it came off like a B horror flick, right? That's what it came off like. Yeah. So it's solid, production. Obviously, it's WWE, but the fact that the doll is involved, I think, is what hurts it. If there's no doll, I think it comes off better, at least to most people.
Yeah, the doll threw me off. If they would have used something else, like another prop or something, some other gimmick that isn't a little doll running around, like it's not even a Chucky doll. It's like a little fluffy, stupid doll. Yeah. So just why would that really scare anybody? I don't know. Like you said, the production was good. Some of it was a little bit cringe, a little bit, but like sometimes like that B movie horror will be cringe. So like maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know, but yeah, I just want to see where this goes. I mean, I don't know if I'm not against it. I don't love it. I'm in the middle with it. I just want to see it play out. I'm still waiting for the Fiend to come back and get some retribution. See what I did there? Yeah, I don't know. It was very strange. There was parts that I liked and parts that I was like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, it was an interesting way to kind of go with this storyline. I'm interested. I don't know. Yeah, I think it gets everybody more interested to see where it actually ends up, because you think it's solid. Yeah, you think it's solid or it's so bad, but either way, you want to see where it ends up, right? So you can talk about it, right? That's what you want. So I guess in that aspect, it kind of paid off. But either you liked it, either you thought it was terrible. Either way, you want to see where it goes, right? Just so you could either talk a bunch of crap about it or praise it. Either way. But guys, that's the review and reaction to tonight's Monday Night Raw. Another bad Raw, but what are you gonna do? I mean, this run of the mill stuff is par for the course for Monday Night Raw. What do you expect? I mean, at this point, it's like.
But there's a draft, guys. There's a draft coming.
Yes, as released today on my news and rumors video earlier today, the draft is set for the end of August and the beginning of September. So excited for that. But it sounds like good stuff. So hopefully that ends up working out. Yeah, but guys, drop a like on this video. Hit us in the comment section what you guys think of Monday Night Raw and the current status of it, and what you thought about the Alexa Bliss stuff at the end. Hit the turn the corner stuff to the channel. Stay tuned tomorrow. You got news and rumors again, and our NXT review and reaction, and I'm working on some other videos, hopefully to drop this week. Hopefully, if I got time to get them all done. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys on the next one.
Later, ball.